it's Debbie here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And if you're interested in this kind of thing, then definitely hit the subscribe button and stick around for a while. And if you are a returning viewer, then thanks so much for coming back. I really do love having you all here. So today I'm just going to do a journal page. So this is my sketchbook journal, art journal type of journal, and I've decided that I want to do a kind of a vintage collage page today. And I have, this is, oops, what's that doing in there? So I have this paper pad called Elizabeth, and it is a craft brand paper pad for $4, and I got it at the Dollarama. This paper is a little thinner, so it's great for collage paper. It's not quite as thick as some of the scrapbooking papers that you get from, say, the Michael's or places like that. But this is, look at these, isn't that gorgeous? So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Look at these postcards, guys. This is so vintage, this paper pad. Absolutely just stinking gorgeous. So I did a project out of this already, which means that I have a bunch of leftover papers and a few that I've ripped out that I didn't even use for my project. I just thought that I might. So yeah, I got lots of scraps here. So I'm going to use these. They're from that book. Yeah, we've got to use up our scraps. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to open my, I've got some acrylic medium here, and it's a clear gesso type of acrylic medium from Try Art. This is a mat. I got this at a yard sale for $1. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to definitely use it. I'm not familiar with this. So let's see what it's like, shall we? I'm just going to put some on my page up here. I'm going to start like that. Because I'm not using any wet like paint or anything on this, I don't think I need to protect the page underneath. I think I'll be fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, let me find one of the smaller scraps, just this, and I am going to rip this a little like this, and I'm going to put it down. I'm going to put it down in this top corner like this. And I am just going to do a collage of all of these different papers in here. So let's see if this will stick this down. I'm not even familiar with this, so I'm thinking it should stick this down fine. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to switch over just to some straight Mod Podge. So Mod Podge is great for this. White school glue is great for this. So, so pretty. It's music paper, and look at that. So pretty. Oh, gosh, guys. So I'm going to glue this right up to as close to these rings as I can get. I don't need to put any tape on here today, once again, because I'm not using any of the liquid. So I'm just going to put that up there like that. I'll have to go and trim it on the other side of the page. So I'm thinking if I just kind of put a straight edge down here, I'll be fine. And if the edge doesn't come out the way I like it, there's always washi tape to give that a straight edge after I'm done. I think I have some book page in here. I have this, and it's the same paper. It's definitely the same paper. So let's get, I don't want any straight edges in the middle. So does anybody else like doing this? Just collaging down some papers. I always think this gives everything such a really cool, unique look. I have, when I cut the other papers down, I have all these strips. So I think I'm going to use some of these. Maybe like this. Maybe that one, like there. There. Yeah, it's going good. I think this is good. So what's everybody been up to? I haven't been on here much lately, and I'm sorry for that. But if you've been following my channel for a while, then you probably know that every once in a while, I just get overwhelmed and tired and can't for the life of me just carry on. Just get to the point where I can't function. I have fibromyalgia, and sometimes it's horrible. Sometimes it's horrible, guys. So I go as much as I can, and then I sometimes just have to take some me time. So that's what's happened. In the last couple of weeks, I haven't been filming very often. I've been trying to keep up with my planner, and trying to get some stuff done around the house, but that's about all I've had the energy for. So that's what happens sometimes on the best days. On the best days, we just get overwhelmed and we can't carry on anymore. I think I need a little bit under there. There. Yeah, so that's wrinkled a little. The paper's so thin that even this this acrylic medium is wrinkling it a bit. I'm looking for a corner piece. So yeah. So when I do this, I don't know how everybody else likes to do it. When I do it, I really like to work from the outside edges in. Some people just start from the middle and they collage their papers to the outside. It's just a matter of habit, I think, or just what you like. I don't think there's any right or wrong. This isn't a tutorial. It's just a share of what I'm doing. So I'm not saying this is the right way. And yeah. So I got a lot on the go, and I think that's why I just got so exhausted and so tired. I've been going back and forth to my son's, and that's a 3-hour drive. And he's got a little homestead, and him and I are kind of trying to homestead together. So I started another YouTube channel to put that stuff onto. I did not want, I'm going to use some of this. I know it's a full page, guys, but I just love it. It's just too pretty. Too pretty. I may go like this. Just go like that. Yeah. I just have to, it's ranunculus, I think is the name of these little flowers. and they're pretty. But anyway, we're starting a homestead together, and so I hatched out a bunch of little chicks. So I've got them in a brooder in my porch, and he's actually in the middle of a home renovation. So he's trying to keep up with the feeding and care of the animals on the homestead, as well as doing a home renovation by himself. Yeah, he's doing his kitchen and dining room, completely renovating, while his wife and stepdaughter are out of the province for the summer. So he's taken on a ton of stuff to do, and didn't have time to brood the chicks and care for them every day, because that's just one more thing that he had to do if he did that. So I've taken on that bit of a challenge. And now I've done it before, like years before, but not recently. And I'm telling you, I forgot how noisy they were. And smelly. Oh my gosh, guys. They're smelly as all get out. So, they're smelly as all get out. They really, really are. It's a good thing they're out in my porch and not in my house. It really is, because if they were in my house, I'd have to throw them outside, and they probably wouldn't be very happy with me. So they're almost 2 weeks old, and they already look like little dinosaurs. Yeah, they're funny. Really funny. But if you want to see what that other channel looks like, it's called Crafty Home on YouTube, and my Crafty Homestead, or Crafty Homestead, on Instagram. I'll link them down below. I'm going to put that like that. I'm going to actually put the music notes so that they are going up. And then I need a little piece for here and a little piece for here. I only have this one little piece of this map, so I'll have more of it probably in a smaller piece of paper without ripping up a big one. Ooh, I just have this coffee dyed paper. Maybe I'll just use a little bit of that. I'm going to keep this. I'm not even going to put a piece in the middle. I'm going to keep this for my journal page. I'm going to tear a little bit of that off and use it for my words, for my quote today. I think that will look really awesome. Oh, here's another little piece of that map paper. I knew I ripped it off of somewhere. Just like that. That. Yeah, like that. Just a little bit of this down here. It goes so well. It's got this rustic look to it. There. So I have that. So I'm going to let this dry for a minute. And then I'll be right back. Alrighty then. So this is dry-ish. Dry enough. Dry enough to work on, but I want to vintage this up a little. So I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use this. It is the, what color is this? This is the antique linen. Yeah, so just around these lighter pieces, I'm just going to do this. I could have done them ahead of time, but because this has been glued on with a gesso type of medium, then these are going to, I left a straight edge there. Did you guys notice that? I hate when I do that. I don't like a straight edge at all, but there's another one there, but that's actually in, that's not even a straight edge. That isn't a straight edge. That is just a line in, that's a piece of collaged paper. pattern to start with. So it had its own straight edge in it. I don't do that, leave straight edges in my collages, or at least I try not to. But yeah, see how this is blending all of this together. Just making it look just that, oops, sorry guys. Just a little bit different. So I've set my tripod up different today. I put it above me, facing down as much as I could. So that's that part. I am going to use the vintage photo to go around my outside edge. And I'm going to go out like this. Just around the outside edge, like that. There. And I think I'm just going to go like this, up this edge. Just because you can't get in there very good, but still, I'm doing that. Maybe a little bit more. There. So that gives me the look that I want there. Now I have this. Somebody sent me this, and I really do like it. I wonder if I can distress this feather all around the edge as well, so that it doesn't look, oh yes. Oh yes, I didn't know if this would actually take it or not, but if I leave it long enough, it'll dry on here, I think, because I want to use this. I just love this. Can I distress the gold as well? Maybe not, but I'm just going to go like this, all around this edge. Muddy it up a bit. Now that's much better. That's much better, more to what I'm going for. And then I've written out, this is an unknown author quote, but it says, our days are happier when we give people a piece of our heart rather than a piece of our mind. And I love it. I love that. And I am doing this. And I've just torn the bottom edge of it like this. And I just used a ruler to tear down the sides. I mean, they're pretty straight, but I just used a ruler for that to get those straight edges. So they're not perfectly cut edges. And I think I'm going to do something like that. I also, maybe like this. Maybe there. And I also have this paper clip, and I made this a while back when I was doing those craft stash, build your stash videos, and I don't ink them when I make them. So this is just a pink, these are like vinyl covered paper clips, and it has a piece of a vintage looking polka dot paper on it. It has some vellum, some lace. It has one of these little Tim Holtz paper doll girls, and it's very vintagey as well and cute looking. And I think I'm going to there, get some of those points like that. I think I'm going to clip that in that top right hand corner just because I like it and it goes with the page. So what else do I need on here now? I'm thinking I need, before I put these on, I'm thinking I need either some splatter or some stamping on here. And I love this. I wonder if I can do some stamping with this. So I have my archival ink, my Ranger's ink, and let's see if I can just put this on here a few times, maybe. So it's not, because this is really a rough, it's really a rough background, you're not going to get a perfect print image. You're going to have places where it just doesn't do anything. There, that's cute. And maybe down here like that, and some off the page at the top as well. A second stamp there. So yeah, that gives it a little bit of more depth. So I like what that does for it. And I was actually thinking about adding a little bit of this Rich Espresso metallic. It's an acrylic paint. So not much, but so this is what I'm thinking. I haven't used this in a while. I want it to shook up really good. And then I'm just going to take this off. And I'm going to use this paintbrush right here. And that's what I'm going to have this all over my fingernail. Oh, wow. It is what it is. I have to water this down a little bit right in the cap because this is a little thick. It won't hurt to add a little bit water back into the bottle. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to mix it right in the cap because I need such a little bit of it. Oh, that's better. That's better. Oh, I like that. That's much nicer. Much nicer. You probably can't even see on the camera what that's done, but it is, I just made a mess. It is really good. So I just spilled this on my table here. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper towel and clean this up because I didn't do a very good job of pouring that liquid back into, I got now a splatter there. See, it just adds more. It adds more. It adds more. Here, I've spilled a little here. I wonder if I can do that. I like that look. I'm just going to let these sit for a minute, these little blobs of watery paint, like that. Then do what I did. Oh yeah, now that's something I've never done before, but it's cool. I like it. Sometimes accidents just show you something else that you can do. So there. I like it. Yeah, so instead of having one spill, I have 3 or 4, and it just shows, it looks like I've done it on purpose. So any of the bigger blobs, when I splattered it, I like that blotted look. I like that blotted look. There. So I have that metallic paint dries so fast. Look what it does though. It gives this, can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see that, but it just gives that, it's a shine, like a sheen almost. But because I'm putting this on here, I am going to use my Tombow glue. Love this glue for paper. And I'm just going to lay this down here. where am I going to put it? I'm going to put this here, like this. Yes, like this. And then the L and the Y have a little, because this is a piece of chipboard, the L and the Y have a little bit of a like a glue dot, like a foam dot, and there, so holds those down. And then I'm just going to clip this up here. I can remove it later if I decide I don't love it. But yeah, I'm loving it. I love it. I love the little bits of pink and blue in here. I love this blue. A little bit of turquoise on this background. Yeah, so it's done. I'm going to call it a page, and I'm going to put the date down here. So I always do the date somewhere on my page. And what is this? June the, I think it's June the 4th. There. So I'm loving it. I'm loving the way that it turned out. This is my jam. I love these. I love doing things like this in my planner. This is a napkin. This is a napkin and some stamping. This is just paints. This is paints and a napkin. And yeah, so if you want to see how I did those other pages, go on back. This is the book that I started at the first of the year, and I haven't really been working in it very much, but I really want to start sitting down and doing a page like this, you know, every week or at least every 2 weeks, a couple times a month at least. But yeah, look at my fingers now. I make such a mess, guys. But yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you like the way that that background is collaged. And then I'm loving the little bit of gold on there and the vintage. I'm loving the vintage dolly. I may put that on because this sticks out like this. I'm just going to tip that in a little bit so that when I close it up and shove it on my bookshelf, this doesn't get all trembled down or shoved or whatever happens to it. It'll be crunched, guys. I don't want it to be crunched. Anyway, that's it. That's my journal page. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Go check out some of my other videos if you're new here and see if there's stuff that you like. And I will see everybody in the next video. Until then, stay safe, everybody, and bye-bye for now.